Talk to me a little bit about tonight's debate.
I thought the debate went very well because it allowed the viewers all over the state to see the differences between John Kitzhaber, who wants a fourth term and yet has an abysmal record, and myself, it's not really a Republican versus a Democrat, it's the past versus the future. And I was able to point out that we have a bad economy, high unemployment, the unemployment has been high for 18 years, and that our education system is failing. We're next to last in the country in graduation rates. And so when John Kitzhaber says, give me 4 more years so that we'll have 4 more years, I say, John, you had 3 terms. It's like baseball, 3 strikes and you're out.
You know, for the first 10 minutes of the debate, it was about Sylvia Hayes and the scandal. When you heard about the illegal grow operation, what did you think of Kitzhaber's reactions?
Well, I thought that he was speaking as a fiancé and not as the governor of the people. He's got a huge conflict there. I mean, I understand he wants to protect the woman he loves, but he's got a responsibility to the citizens that he serves, and he hasn't shown that. When he says there isn't a need for a special prosecutor, we don't need a special investigation, even the letter that they sent to the ethics committee only dealt with her as first lady, not as her position as a senior advisor. And so you have a woman who has direct access to the governor, who's tripled her income in 1 year, taking money from companies that want access to the governor, and he doesn't see that as corruption. I think he's been blinded by love.
You know, talk to me about the investigation for the ethics committee going forward. Do you think Governor Kitzhaber would have done this if these scandals didn't come forward by the media?
Oh, absolutely not. And the only time he would have really come forward is if it had been someone else and not someone that he was so close to him. I want to know the dates. I want to know what he knew and when he knew it, because the truth is he may be complicit in the commission of a crime, but he won't let us get to the real facts. And so until that investigation takes place, we don't know what kind of governor we've got.
As his challenger, what does it say about his character?
It says that either he has abysmally poor character in his choices of character, because we have Rudy Crew, we have Rocky King, we have Patricia McCaig, who got paid $550,000 from a contractor while she's giving advice to the governor on the CRC Bridge project, and now you have his first lady getting triple her income because she's getting paid by an energy company while she's advising the governor about energy matters. It's corrupt. And so I don't know what his motivation is. I only know that the outcome is that we have a government that we can't trust, and that it's going to take the vote of the people to fire this governor and have him and his cronies get out of the office and bring in somebody new who will restore trust, restore a vision for our economy, restore a better education, and do it without conflict of interest.
And as you know, the governor is running for his 4th term. You're running against him. You have a very hard road ahead of you. What do you want people to know, since they'll be receiving the ballot starting tomorrow?
What I want them to know is, on social issues, I fully respect where we're at, and I will enforce the law. I've got friends, neighbors, and family members on all sides of the social issues. Those are not something that I'm trying to change. I give my oath to honor and uphold the will of the people, and that's been established. It's about jobs for our people. Our citizens need to have incomes that are higher. We need to have an education system that is top in the world. I mean, it needs to be world class, not next to last in the United States, which is behind Bulgaria in reading. I mean, we have to change, and the only way you're going to have this kind of change is if you have someone with new ideas who will clean house, restore competency, who will select people of high character who are qualified and not cronies who happen to fit into the mold that you want for your administration.
Anything else you want to say? Anyone else have any questions?
I say this. The voters have a choice to make, and it's clear. You can have either continuation of policies that have brought us corrupt attitudes and it made us a national joke because of the waste, the fraud, the abuse, the investigations, the waste of funds, or we can have someone who served in the legislature, who was unanimously elected by the Democrats and Republicans as Speaker Pro Tem, who understands the budget, and they have an idea and a vision for the future which is going to help our state. I hope that the voters will select me and Dennis Richardson, and let's have a change that's going to make a difference for our citizens.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.